Let's talk about the COVID vaccine. Now, the other day in the pharmacy, we received a call from the vaccination centre saying that they had enough vaccines for us to be vaccinated. So we went the same day, and here is my story. Okay, so my experience was there was a queue outside the door, and when we got to the front, we were given a raffle number. We were then sent to a sterile waiting room, and when our number was called out, we were seen to a doctor. The doctor obviously entered in all our details for the NHS, gave us a COVID vaccination leaflet and asked us all the medical questions that they needed. But it was quite nice because it gave other people an opportunity to obviously ask questions, which was actually quite reassuring, before you actually get the vaccination. So I really liked that station. One of the questions that they asked me, and they'll ask everyone because I was getting the Pfizer vaccine, was, do I have really, really bad allergies to the point of anaphylactic shock, or do I carry an EpiPen? In my case, no. But if that's you, then they'll send you away and call you, within 3 days or a week when they receive the Oxford vaccine, which is more suited to you. After that, we were sent to the little vaccination hub where we had to wait for someone to vaccinate us. And I remember I was watching this doctor who I was speaking to earlier, and she was working in the COVID ward since March in hospital, and she broke down and started crying as soon as she had the vaccination, not because of the pain, but it was just a sense of relief, wow, I've got the vaccination, and hopefully this is a year that we're going to get our lives back. It's going to become normal again. And it was really emotional to watch. Everyone became really emotional. I had a lump in my throat, and it was just an experience. But when I got my vaccination done, I was fine. There was no pain. Literally didn't even feel it go in. And then after you're vaccinated, you then have to wait for a further 15 minutes. For any adverse reactions. It sounds scary, but it's just protocol. It's got to be done just in case anyone has an adverse reaction. It's not just done for the COVID vaccination, it's done for every vaccination. So don't let that scare you. And then I was free to go, and I'm fine. I literally only had a dead arm, which is absolutely normal with any vaccination, but I'm literally fine. Okay, so why did I choose to have the vaccine? Fact number one, we've never ever had immunity to an infectious disease without a vaccine, and that is a fact. Number two, widespread vaccination is the only current route out of this pandemic at the moment, and to be honest, like myself, I'm sure a lot of you just want your life back, and this is the only route. A lot of people say, what about catching COVID-19 versus getting the injection and the immunity levels of both? Now, let's say you had COVID and your symptoms were mild or asymptomatic. Your immunity levels are going to be very, very short term and can only last a couple of months. Whereas if you have the vaccine itself, your immunity will be very long term. This was actually proven in a vaccination trial with 2 groups. The vaccination group had more antibodies in their blood compared to the COVID-19 group. And to be honest, guys, let's say you do catch COVID-19 because you didn't want to get the vaccination. If you get it bad, the side effects can honestly last such a long time. And I think that's something that not everyone knows about. My friend caught the virus in September, and she still can't taste, she still can't smell properly, and she suffers with a lot of fatigue at the moment. That's a really long time not being able to taste, smell, and having fatigue. She was really, really healthy before. She was a runner before. So, I just don't think it's worth it. Getting the vaccination is far safer for your health and your taste and smell. Imagine not being able to taste and smell your favourite food. That's heartbreaking. A lot of people are scared of long-term side effects, and this is because obviously there's so much available right now with social media. You're reading so many different opinions, so many different things. I don't blame people for genuinely being quite scared, but hear me out. Long-term side effects are really, really rare. It's 1 in a million chance of you getting a long-term complications. And also long-term side effects, or any type of side effects, normally show up within 2 months of immunisation. This means that it would have shown up in the COVID vaccination trials. So really, you just have nothing to worry about. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that was useful and you enjoyed that, and I hope that I've changed some negative COVID vaccination opinions into positive ones, and I'm just looking forward now for life to be back to normal and for us to all live our best lives again. Speak to you soon, and I hope you have a really, really good weekend.